Hey there, it's Coach I. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. This practice is about creating safety inside your body and freedom inside your mind. Whether you're listening in the morning or in the evening, let this be your space to reset, soften, and come home to yourself. Take a deep breath with me and let's begin. Welcome to day 7. Today, we're diving into a pattern that almost everyone carries, a pattern that pretends to be helpful, responsible, and productive, but is actually rooted in fear based planning. So, we're going to shift from fear based planning to trust based living. Okay, so fear based planning is the mental loop that sounds like, what if something goes wrong? What if I don't do enough? What if I'm not prepared? What if this falls apart? What if I fail? What if I disappoint someone? And what if I can't handle it? These thoughts make you plan and plan and plan, not from clarity, but from anxiety. So today, you're going to learn how to recognize fear based planning in your life and begin shifting towards something calmer, cleaner, and so much more freeing. Trust based living. Okay? Fear based planning isn't being organized. It's not being responsible. It's not being proactive. Fear based planning is a nervous system response. It's your mind trying to create safety by controlling the future. It's the emotional formula behind it. And it starts with uncertainty. And then it goes to triggering your fear. And then it goes to your fear triggering planning. And then the planning becomes a coping strategy. When your body doesn't feel safe, your brain thinks planning will save you. Now, this is why fear based planning feels urgent or tight or pressured or mentally heavy, emotionally draining, never enough. No matter how much you plan, the fear doesn't really go away because the root issue isn't the lack of planning, it's the lack of internal safety. So let's make it real and relatable. Fear based planning can look like constantly replaying conversations to predict outcomes, or rehearsing worst case scenarios, or needing to know every detail before committing, or making backup plans for your backup plans, or overscheduling yourself to avoid uncertainty, or obsessing over timing and expectations, or micromanaging situations or people, or planning so much that you never feel present. You might also notice fear based planning when you feel guilty resting, when you can't relax unless something is handled, when you pressure yourself to anticipate every problem, or you just can't delegate because you don't trust things will be done right. Now, this is not personal weakness. This is what happens when the body doesn't feel safe without certainty. But guess what? You're learning a new way now. So let's clear up a myth. Trust based living is not go with the flow and hope for the best. Trust based living is a regulated, grounded way of navigating life. It means you make decisions from clarity, not panic. You plan from purpose, not fear. You leave room for flexibility. You stop trying to micromanage the future. You trust yourself to adapt if things change. And you don't need to grip outcomes to feel safe. Trust based living is not passive, it's powerful. It's the shift from I must control everything to stay safe to I can handle whatever comes. So let's compare the difference so your body can feel it. Fear based planning feels like tight chest, shallow breathing, racing thoughts, pressure to get it perfect, fear of making the wrong choice, trying to plan away discomfort, or worrying more than preparing. Whereas trust based living feels like grounded presence, slower breath, mental spaciousness. Ooh, I like that word, spaciousness. Clarity instead of urgency, confidence in your adaptability. choosing from alignment instead of fear, and making decisions without bracing. Your body knows the difference. One drains you and the other supports you. So this is why it's so important. So when you live from fear-based planning, you unintentionally create chronic stress, resentment, anxiety, rigid expectations, overwhelm, emotional burnout. It keeps your nervous system activated. But trust-based living lowers inflammation and stress, reduces anxiety, improves relationships, increases creativity and problem solving, strengthens intuition, builds self-confidence, helps you move through life with steadiness. Now, this isn't just mindset work. This is the nervous system work. So how do you shift? So here are the first steps to begin unwiring fear-based planning. So first, notice when planning becomes pressure. Ask yourself, am I planning from clarity or controlling from fear? Your body will tell you. Clarity feels calm. Fear feels tight. Second, interrupt the spiral with one simple truth. Say, I'll handle what comes. This phrase signals your nervous system that you don't need to brace. Third, leave 10% of space for life to surprise you. Fear-based planning tries to eliminate uncertainty, and trust-based living welcomes flexibility. So give yourself permission to not have everything figured out. Fourth, breathe before you plan. Your breath is the remote control for your nervous system. Before planning anything, pause and take one slow, conscious breath. This shifts you out of flight or fight and into grounded clarity. Fifth, make decisions from the body, not the fear. And for many of you, you might not fully understand what that means to make from the body, but I want you to really connect to your body more. You know, when you're in fear sensation, we brought this up just a few minutes ago about like how that feels. Like, does it feel tight, right? Or does it feel like loose and relaxed, right? Is there a sense of relief when you think of this new idea, this action, this decision that you're moving forward with? Or it's almost like a scarcity or hesitation? And just listen to your body. So ask yourself, how does this feel in my body? If you feel tight, then it's fear. And if you feel steady, then it's trust. Let your body have a say and get very curious about why there's a fear behind it. So I'm going to give you a gentle practice for today. Place your hand on your heart or your belly. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Say quietly, I choose clarity over fear. I choose trust over control. I will handle whatever comes. And feel that truth settle into your body. And here's my closing thought for today. Here's a version of you. There's definitely this version of you who just doesn't plan from fear. A version who trusts themselves, adapts with confidence, lives without bracing, plans from purpose, not from panic, and moves through life with calm power. Now, today, you took a step toward that version. You're not letting go of planning. You're letting go of fear. And love, you're doing beautifully. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Remember, every small moment of awareness creates a shift inside your body in your life. I'm curious, what was your shift today? Tell me, send me an email or a message. This is Coach I. If you ever have questions or want personal coaching, don't hesitate to reach out. You're not alone on this journey. And until next time, breathe deeply, take care of yourself, and I'll meet you again tomorrow.